Hi everyone, my name is Mike Bryan. I'm happy to have here today Lisa Cowgill from Continuing Healthcare Solutions at Beckett House. And as you know, we've had a video series where we're interviewing folks to help everyone understand what to expect when a loved one needs care. And so, again, Lisa, I'm happy to have you here today, and I'd like to go over some basics first. And first of all, where are you located?
We are located at 1280 Friendship Drive in New Concord.
And what's the best phone number for you guys?
That's 740-872-0809.
Okay. And you're the Admissions and Social Services Director, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So really, you'd be the main contact if someone has questions, if they're wanting to take a tour, things like that.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. The website, and I know it's a mouthful, but it's www.continuinghc.com. And then if they want to look at Beckett House, they just will type in Beckett House. They can search there.
Right, they can look specifically at Beckett House and what we have to offer.
Okay. And I also noticed there's a link to the Facebook page, LinkedIn, a YouTube channel, there's a blog and news and events, and they can look at that as well for other information. But I think just like anything else, I always like to talk to a person as well, so you can certainly be the main contact there. So what services does Beckett House offer? Can you kind of describe that for me?
Sure, we have short-term care. That would be just respite if somebody is living at home with family and the family just kind of needs a break.
Sure.
We do offer respite care. We have long-term care for individuals that need care while they're up in their age.
Sure.
Or just not able to be at home.
Right.
Also, we have hospice care, palliative care, and just short-term care for skilled services such as occupational therapy and physical therapy.
Sure. Okay. So a pretty wide array of services you guys offer there.
Yes.
Can you kind of describe the layout of Beckett House and how many rooms are available, that sort of thing?
Sure. We can currently hold 99 beds at this time. Most of our rooms are semi-private, but it's a butterfly suite. So it's kind of like we have one side, and it's a half a wall in between.
Divider.
So it's not two beds right, head to head on the same side.
Okay.
They do share a bathroom. It's nice because they're able to have their own TV.
Sure.
So, if one person doesn't want to watch one thing, it's not going to be an issue between roommates.
Sure.
We do offer private rooms as well. And then recently we opened up one of our rooms as a hospice suite.
Oh, okay.
And one side is for the patient, and the other side is for any family member that might want to stay. So they have the hospital bed for the patient, as well as cozy blankets and a salt lamp, and we have like peaceful music, as well as aromatherapy, other things that any kind of thing that family might want to bring in. And on the other side, we have it more of a living room or a bedroom for family to be able to come in and relax.
Sure.
To be able to still be there with their family member, but also if they need to lay down because it's exhausting, they're more than welcome.
Sure.
Also in there, we have a hospitality cart that is supplied by Buckeye Hospice, who we are a partner with. They're part of Continuing Healthcare Solutions. In that cart, there'll be snacks and drinks, as well as coloring pages, coloring books, activities for the kids, iPads, phone chargers, anything that you might need that you forget to kind of grab during those times of need for the family. And if it's not on there, we'll get it for you.
That sounds like a great program. That provides a lot of things that you wouldn't even think about.
Absolutely.
When you're in that situation. So now, one of the things that I heard you mention earlier, the respite care, the therapies that you guys offer. I mean, there's occupational,
physical therapy, as well as speech therapy.
And speech therapy as well. Okay.
And also people from the community, if they need occupational or physical therapy, they can come in as an outpatient basis as well.
All right. Okay. Now, would they have to talk to their doctor and get a referral then? Or
yes, absolutely. Okay. We would need an order from their doctor
okay.
To describe exactly what they needed to work towards.
Okay. So if someone has maybe talked to you or looked on your website and decided they wanted to visit and have a tour, can you describe what they should expect? during that
Sure.
process?
First thing they'll do is they'll meet with me, and we'll kind of go over a few different options if they're looking for short-term, long-term, if they're looking for private or semi-private,
Right.
and then I'll take them for a tour of the facility. We have 4 hallways where our residents are. As I described earlier, we do have mostly semi-private rooms, but we do have private rooms. If there's any activity going on, I'd like to stop by and kind of let them know. Bingo is always huge in
Bingo
our
is
facility.
always huge.
Yes,
Absolutely.
as well as we have a lot of live music.
Okay.
So yesterday we had something for Mardi Gras. We had a DJ that worked out really, really well, and the
Right.
residents loved it. Afterwards, they're all smiles
I'm
and
sure.
running around with like beaded necklaces on
Right.
and shamrock sunglasses,
Yeah.
and it's a really good time. And then I like to point out at the end of every hall, there's like a sitting room. So if a family member has kind of taken a turn or not doing so well, there's a lot of family there. There's like a gathering area, so they don't have to kind of like just go sit outside or whatever. There's a gathering area. There's a big pavilion that the families are more than welcome to use.
Okay. All right. Well, so if someone has met with you, they've had a tour, and they've decided this is the place where they want their loved one to go, at that point, I'm sure there's some paperwork. I know at every place there's a lot of paperwork that has to be signed. But if they're looking at that, they can take that home with them, maybe
Sure.
review it at home, and then of course we'll talk to them about any pricing involved for whatever care they might
Correct.
need. But after that is done, things are ready to go. What should they expect on move-in day?
Move-in day, they'll basically come just through the front door. We'll escort them back to the nurse's station. The room will already be set up for them. And in there, they'll have a welcome bag from me with just some goodies in it to kind of make them feel a little bit more
Sure,
welcome. Because I'm sure that is a kind of scary experience. Family is more than welcome to come sit with them as long as they want to. The nurses will do an assessment, and then at the same time, usually that day or the day after, I will come and they will sign all their paperwork.
Okay.
They'll do an interim agreement, then I will come in, which it's very nice because it's just on an iPad type thing. They click a couple buttons.
Okay.
I go through it thoroughly, but
Oh,
they
sure,
still
sure.
just need to click a few buttons, which is nice because if you're not feeling well, you don't want to go through
It
it.
makes it easier. Yeah.
Right.
I agree. Well, that sounds like a pretty seamless process then.
Absolutely.
Now, the ways that folks can pay for care, I understand that they can pay privately, they can pay with insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, the Veterans Pension Program. But we've talked about this before. I know there's not a contract with the Veterans Health Administration, but they can still use the pension.
Absolutely.
So those are the ways that they can pay. I know there are a lot of other places people can choose when someone needs care like this. One of the programs you mentioned already, the hospice suite, which sounds like a wonderful program. What are some other things that you think sets Beckett House apart?
I believe that our employees really set Beckett House apart because we have a lot of longevity there,
Okay.
which is kind of hard to find in a nursing home
It
setting.
sure is.
Our residents are treated like family because they truly are family. Some of us don't have grandparents or don't have parents anymore.
Right.
So we kind of go the extra mile. All of managers have a certain number of residents that we call, they're our people. So we're their ambassadors. We visit them every day, make sure that they have everything they need, make sure that their rooms are 100% up
Sure.
to, what it should be.
Right.
So we just kind of go that extra mile to make sure our residents are treated well, and staff is actually treated extremely well too.
Well, and I know the therapy department too. You'd mentioned that before. You were really proud of the therapy department.
Absolutely, they do a fantastic job.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, this has been really good, I think, for folks to help understand what to expect with Beckett House, and I think this gives them a good overview of all of that. I know one of the common things I hear is the fear of the unknown,
Sure.
and part of it is trying to find out what to expect. So again, this is great information for folks, and for anyone out there who's listening to this, make sure if you have other questions, call Lisa, and she'll be happy to take care of things for you. So Lisa, thanks once again for coming today. I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you for
And
having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And folks, we'll see you next time. Thanks.